last class of the topic, we started first application, right?
No, we didn't start any application. We just completed the Java features.
Today is the Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, first day.
Today is your Thursday morning and our Wednesday evening.
No, you have more clarity about all.
We are 12 hours behind, but our mind also works very fast.
I think your mind is also working very fast. Yeah, today we'll start the first application, right? Step to design the. Yesterday we got some points like importance of Java and all, the features of Java. Steps to design the first application. Guys, today onwards we'll start the first application. If you start the first application, okay, what are the steps you need to follow? Tell me. Step one. Step one is what? Write the application. Step one is write the application. Step two is what? Tell me. Step two is what? Compile the application, right?
Compile.
Compile the application. Not compile. Before compiling, after writing the application, what is step two? We need to save the application, right? Exactly, because we need to give the file name to the application, right? Some file name. After giving the file name, then we need to compile the application, right? We need to check the syntax error. Once the syntax error is completed, then we need to execute the code, right? Execute the application, right? Exactly. That's what how many steps you need to follow. Total 4 steps. Write the application. We need to write the application. We need to save the application. We need to compile the application. We need to execute the application, right? Exactly. Because these are the steps we need to follow. Yeah, we need to follow while writing the code, guys. Write the application, save the application, compilation process, and execution process, right? Yeah. Let me start the first step here. What the first step? Tell me, guys. Here, write the application. Guys, tell me to write the application. C language, what type of language? The C language is what type of language? C language is like okay, procedure oriented language, right? Procedure oriented language. Because procedure oriented language, which deals with like deals with the functions, guys. Deals with the functions means what? Everything you write the code using functions, right? The C language is procedure oriented. Procedure oriented means what? Deals with the functions. Deals with the functions means everything we have to write the code using functions concept, right? Exactly. That's what C language is. Generally, we have the void main function. Inside the main function to print the data, we have the printf function, right? We have the printf function, printf of what? Okay, we have a message like good morning message, right? Exactly. There's void main printf function, printf function, good morning message, right? Yeah, this is like C language syntax. C language points are there. And even the by example, if you're using printf function, guys, printf is a predefined function. Guys, in a by example, we are using the printf function, and the printf is which function, guys? Predefined function belongs to the header file. The header file name is what? std header file, guys. Guys, printf is a predefined function belongs to header file. What is the header file name? std right? Standard input output at header file, guys. Okay, so that we need to include a header file. To include a header file, we are using like hash include statement. Hash include std. Tell me, guys, hash include std right? Exactly. So finally, we understood that C language is what type of language? Guys, C language is what type of language? Procedure oriented language, which it deals with what? It deals with the functions, right? It deals with the functions. That's what I define the function, a void main function. I'm printing the message, right? Because here we are using some predefined function. What is the predefined function? Printf function. Right? Printf function is belongs to header file. What is the header file? What's the header file name?
std.
So that's what we understood. We are writing the functions and we are using the predefined functions, right? Printf is a predefined function, right? It confirms that everything is the functions format, right? Guys, everything is the functions, right? Exactly. What about Java language? Tell me.
Just quick question. So since you have written the void here, it will if method has void, it will not give you any return value.
Because main is called by C language. What you can say? C code, right? In the C language, main is
Yeah.
called by operating system.
Okay.
Do you know that? C language main is called by operating system. That's what we make
Okay.
it void. You don't return any values to operating system, right?
Okay. I don't know. I'm learning right now, so
Okay,
that's
fine.
why I asked you the question.
But here we need to understand, like, not the code. You need to understand that C is a procedure oriented language, deals with the functions. It means, okay, C
Okay.
language, everything they will write the code using functions concept. They're using the predefined functions.
Okay.
Okay. Java language, what type of language, guys? Java language, Java language is
Object-oriented language.
Java language is what? Object oriented, uh, object oriented programming language, right? Deals with what? Is it contains
The
functions, right? Is it contains a classes and
classes,
objects?
class object.
Exactly. Yes, Java is object oriented programming language, guys. Deals with what? Classes and objects. Yes, deals with what? Classes and objects. Okay. It means in the Java, first you need to define the classes, just like C language functions, right? Functions, Java, everything is a classes. I define the class using class keyword. Just a class is there, some keyword is there. Class, the class name is what? Hmm. There was a class name. Test is a class name, right? Exactly. Class means test class, guys. Because inside the class, I want print the message. In C language, just to print the message, we are using printf. But Java, to print the message, the system.out.println we need to use. Okay, system.out.println, right? So here there will be good morning, right? Exactly. A system.out.println, just you can write the message like, good morning message, right? Very good. You tell me, is this code is valid? So Java is a class-based language. That's what I define the class. Inside the class, I written the logics directly print statement. Inside the class, directly print statement is allowed or not allowed? Because inside the class, directly print statement is allowed or not allowed? That's the question.
Not allowed.
Not allowed, because inside the class, you can't write the logics directly. Then what we need to do? Inside
We
the
need
class, uh,
that.
inside the class, we need to define the main method, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Public static void.
Yeah, public static. Yeah, public static void main. So we can write the string array RGS, right? Open brace, close brace.
Argue. Yes.
Public static void means string array RGS. And you write these logics, what are the print statements you're writing and logics you're writing. And you need to we need to place the data into what main method, right? Exactly. So the conclusion is
Yes.
what inside the class we can't write the logics directly. Mm. Inside the class we cannot write the logics directly. Inside the class you need to define the method. Inside the method you can write the logics. I hope you got the clarity, right? C language is what type of language? Procedure oriented. Procedure oriented deals with what functions? A C language is a procedure oriented, deals with the functions. Java is object oriented, deals with the classes. That is very, very important. That's what I define the class. But inside the class, the first one is invalid. So what is the reason here? Inside the class, tell me guys, inside the class, directly writing the
There is no
the logics are allowed or not allowed. Directly writing the logics are allowed or not allowed means not allowed. Then what we need to do? Hmm. Inside the class, inside the
We
class,
need to include main method.
inside the class, write the logics. Write the logics using what? Using methods, right? Simple I can say. Yes, inside the class, write the logics using methods, right? It may be main method, it may be add method, AD method, but generally, um, inside the class, write the logics using methods, right?
Hmm.
Exactly, that is the point, guys. Yes, you got the clarity, right? Yes. Finally, we decided Java is object-oriented programming language, deals with the class and objects. Inside the class, you can't write the logics directly. Inside the class, we need to define the methods. Inside the methods, you can write the logics. Okay, that is very, very important. Template, you need to understand what is the public static. I will tell you later slowly. Try to understand the template first. Yes, you got the clarity, right? Yeah. Because see, the point is like, inside the class, you're writing the logics using methods. Fine. Is it class contains only methods or any other elements? Guys, is it a class contains only methods, any other elements? Madhavi,
Variables.
Yes, sir. Any other elements also we can use.
what are the other elements, Madhavi?
Mm,
Mm. Mm.
Class
Class
functions.
class contains methods, right? Methods nothing but functions only.
Yes.
Okay. Mm. Any other elements you can use? Yeah. What are other elements?
Objects.
Inheritance and
Objects.
cancellation.
Variables and
Mm.
methods.
Objects. Variables.
Uh, the class contains basically like 4 elements, guys. What are the 4 elements? Like inside the class, we can have the variables. We can have the
Yes.
variables, and we can have the methods.
Methods.
Uh,
Blocks.
blocks. Very good. We have the blocks, instance and static blocks. Instance and static and synchronized blocks are there. Blocks are there.
And loop
Mhm.
Constructor.
or oops concept conditions.
That is oops concept is a concept, right? It's not element. Inside the
Constructors.
class, exactly. Fourth element is a constructors. Yeah, the class contains how many elements total here? The
Oh,
class contains 4 elements here. The class contains 4 elements. What are the 4 elements means? Variables, methods, constructors, blocks.
Blocks.
Okay. The class not only contains methods, it contains variables, methods, constructors, and what? Blocks, right?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Sir, what exactly these classes and object is?
Object, I will tell you later, but you understood that Java is object oriented means we need to write the code using classes. Everything is a classes. The template is like that in Java. In Java, whatever the code you want to write, first you need to define the class template, right? Inside the class template only, you need to write the code. Hmm? So Java is means class is mandatory, but inside the class we can't put the logics directly like this. Sir, you are saying the class, so class based means I define the class, I define the completely code here. Directly we can't put the code here. That's what inside the class where we need to write the logics using methods. That is a template. Okay, good. Is it not only class not only contains the way methods? The class basically
Class
contains.
contains class, right?
Uh,
Inside the class we can use another class, right?
we can use it, but that is okay later. But basic elements, what we can write the coding frequently.
Okay.
Frequently inside the class, we define the variables, methods, constructors, and blocks, right?
Okay.
Nested classes rarely, nested interfaces are possible, nested classes are possible. Okay, that
Okay.
this level is not good, but okay. Basic elements are what? Class contains 4 elements. As we
Okay.
understood that, let time we need to understood that, okay, Java is a class oriented. Inside the class, we are writing the logics. That is the main point. Is it clear? Ye- Yes, good. Guess that is the point. This next point, sir, I want to write the code. Where I need to write the code? Which software I have to use to write the code? Tell me, guys, to write the code editor we have to use. Editor, it is a software. Editor is a okay software. It is software use it to write the code, guys. Guys, editor is a software. It is a software, guys. Use it to write the code. Just example of what the editors tell me. We have the Notepad editor. Maybe academic BTech level, we are using Notepad editor to write the code, right? Notepad editor is there. I think Notepad plus plus is there. Notepad plus plus editor is there, and we have the edit plus editor is there. Guys, what are the editor generally we have? Notepad, Notepad plus plus, and edit plus editor, right? Exactly. Yes, most frequently we will use edit plus editor in our classes. In our classes, what we will use edit plus editor. Today, you guys try to download edit plus and try to install edit plus. Notepad is outdated, guys. Don't use the Notepad. It's very bad. Notepad is Notepad plus plus also not required. And I try to write the practicals. I try to write the code. Try to write the code using which editor, guys? Here, edit plus editor. Guys, you got the point, right? Sir, show me once how to download edit plus editor. Guys, you guys also please do it now itself. The guys who are using laptop, try to do it now itself. Yeah, just you can go to the Google, just to type the edit plus download. Just in the Google, just you can type edit plus download. Today is my system bit slow. Yeah, fine. This is edit plus download, right? Just click on edit plus download, guys. Edit plus download means you'll get editplus.com directly. Editplus.com official website. Just if you click on this website, official website, guys, editplus.com. This is the link, guys. You try to open this link. Guys, please do it parallel if possible. Otherwise, you can do after the class, not a problem. Guys, just editplus.com, download HTML. Because you need to download this file. Download edit plus 5.564 bit. And just initial once it is just 2 MB file, guys, 2 MB file. Once it is downloaded, just click on what? Next, finish button. Yes, initialization means what? Next, finish button, right? Don't change any settings, guys. Simply click on what? Next, and what? Finish button, right? That's it. There's initialization process, guys. Once the initialization process completed, this is the book symbol you will get. Try to observe that point. You get the book symbol, right? That this is like, edit plus download.com, editplus.com/download HTML, right? Exactly. Guys, download and install the edit plus, right? Guys, download and what? Install edit plus, right? Exactly. Because you got the point, right? Download and install what? Edit plus, right? Exactly. Because generally to write the code, once if you download and install edit plus, you will get this is the book symbol, right? Just you try to open this book symbol. Once if you open the book symbol, guys, you'll get initially one blank screen, right? You'll get one blank screen like this. Yes, you'll get one blank screen, right? Yeah, go to the file menu, guys. Go to the file menu, click on new. See, guys, here you can find HTML, CSV, parallel Java, right? If you select the HTML, you'll get the HTML page.
Here it is asking username registered code.
Sir,
What is it asking?
username and register code.
Just you can cancel it. Oh, sorry, it is open, right? Just cancel it.
Just trial. Should we click on trial?
Click on trial. It's 1 month trial version, right?
Yes.
1 month trial version. Just click on trial. You'll get the data, because after 1 month, what we will use, like, after 1 month, see, it's like 1 month trial version, definitely. After 1 month, you'll, because in the real time, are we using editor to write the code?
Eclipse.
We're using Eclipse, right? Eclipse means what? That is called ID, right?
Yeah.
Eclipse means what? That is called basically ID. So what is our, yeah, because once if you install the edit plus, just go to the file menu, click on new, then you need to select what? HTML page is there, browser window,
Yes.
CCPP, parallel Java is there, right? Parallel and what?
Yeah.
Java is there. Guys, which language you want to come here? Java. Select the Java.
Java.
Once if you
So
select the
click.
Java, if you get this Java first application template,
Yeah.
it's asking like class and you give the class name, right? And you can
Yeah.
give the class name like, something like test class. And this is the main method, right? Exactly. Anyway, so once you finish the edit plus, you will get the book symbol like, this is the edit plus, guys. Go to the file menu, click on new, and this one is right. Exactly. Because when coming to the real time, to write the code, what we will use means, in the real time, we are not using editor, right, to write the code. In the real time, what we will use to write the code?
Eclipse, NetBeans.
You're saying that ID. Eclipse is nothing but ID, guys. What's the ID full form? Tell me.
Integrated development environment.
Very good. Integrated development. Okay, integrated development. What? Environment, right? Exactly. Because it is also software, right? You use it to write the code only. It's not like any other purpose, just for writing purpose. That's it. It is also software used to write the code, right? Exactly. Guys, integrated development environment. What are examples of IDs? Tell me. We have the IDs like Eclipse ID, Eclipse,
NetBeans. NetBeans, sir.
Eclipse ID, and we have NetBeans. NetBeans outdated. These days we are using
Outdated.
like
IntelliJ.
IntelliJ is good, and VSC is good. VSC is good. VSC full form is what?
Visual
VSC full Visual Studio Code, right? Yes, VSC full form is what? Visual Studio Code. Eclipse is there, IntelliJ is there, ESC is there, Visual Studio Code is there. Yeah, Eclipse, IntelliJ, Visual Studio Code, and what we can say, one more ID is that STS. STS means Spring Level Release, guys. Spring Tool Suite is there. Like these are different IDs, guys. Most frequently we'll use like Eclipse and IntelliJ, right? Exactly. And we have NetBeans also. Okay, NetBeans, right? Exactly. Yes, ID is also a software used to write the code, right? Then what is the difference between the ID and editor? Means like in ID, guys, most editor everything we have to write the code, right? Yes, in editor everything we have to write the code. Yes or no? In editor we need to write the code. Every line of code we need to type. Whereas an
Yes, sir.
ID means what happened? Most of the code will be generated.
Because
Yeah,
it's packaged, they have left. No, no.
most of the code is what generated, right? Like
Yeah.
setter and getter methods automatically generated, constructors automatically generated,
Yes.
Main method.
main method generated, import statement automatically done the import statements, and the try
So
catch.
why you don't recommend us to use ID? Not
Because
to.
you are new to Java, right? You are new to Java means you need to write code everything, right?
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
generate the code, how can you understand the code? If I generate the 20 setter and 20 getter methods, can we understand? If I generate the
No.
constructor directly, then how you're able to understand? If I write the code, you'll understand. If I generate the code, you'll understand.
Yeah, write the code.
Write the
If
Yeah, if I write the code, you'll understand, right? That's what, guys.
yeah.
Initial classes, you will write the code. Everything we need to write the code. That's what you're going with the editor, right? First 1 month classes, guys. First 1 month classes are going with editor. Next 1 month classes are going with ID. Statement is clear, right? First 1 month classes, editor. Next 1 month class, you need to go for the ID, right? Yeah. What's the note, guys? Here in editor, what's the point here? Editor, everything we have to write the code, right? Everything we have to write the code. We have to tell me here. We have to write the code, whereas uh, whereas in ID, what happened here? Most of the
Code is written.
code is generated, right? In
Yes,
ID,
sir.
most of the code is what? Generated, right?
Generated.
Exactly. Guys, that's what you tell me. Editor, everything we have tried. Whereas in ID, most of the code is generated. Then which one is recommended for you? Editor recommended, ID recommended.
editor.
That's what, guys. Initial classes we will do the practicals using editor, right? Guys, initial classes
Yes.
will do the practicals using editor, right?
So,
Uh,
sir, after 1 month, this license, the trial version will expire. So should we delete the
after
thing
1 month we
and
will start use ID, right? Then we don't want that ID plus, okay?
okay, thank you.
Yeah, good. Good. This is like editor and what ID difference, right? Editor and ID both are used to write the code. Classroom level you're using editor, project level you're using ID, because initial classes don't use IDs because IDs most of the code is generated, but initial
Yeah.
classes we need to write the code, right? Exactly. That's what in your system editor is ready, edit plus is ready. After 1 month I'll show you like how to install the ID and how to work with the ID. Okay, I'll show you
Yeah.
how to work with the ID, right? Okay, fine. Okay, just you can go for the edit plus. Just open this edit plus. If you open edit plus, this is the book symbol you'll get. Guys, here you can go to the file menu as usual. I want to write the first application, guys. To write the first application, go to the file menu, click on new. Click on new and what? Java, right? Click on
Java,
new
yeah.
Java. Select the Java. Java is a class based, guys. That's what we have the class. Class name is called test class. Give the class
Yeah.
name. Main method is there. Inside the main method, I have the logic like hello world, right? Exactly.
Yes.
To understand one more point, guys, in the real time, can we write complete logics inside the one class? Can we write the complete logics inside the one class means? Definitely no, right?
No, sir.
Since in real time, can we write the complete logics using single class means? No. What we need to do? We need to take the multiple classes, right? To understand that point, okay, in the real time, the file not only contains one class, generally the file contains one class or multiple classes.
Multiple classes.
Because in one class, we can't write the complete logics, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. As of now, I define empty classes. Later examples, I'll make that some logics in that place, okay? Later
Okay.
examples, I'll make some logics. So finally, we understood that in this example, how many classes I define? 3 classes, right? That you understood, right? Java is all about the
Yeah.
classes. We
Main
defined,
class, A class, and B class. There are three
it,
classes right now.
yeah. Everything we defined, everything is we defined like classes format. Okay, good.
Yes.
Because in above example, we are using 3 user-defined classes. What are the 3 user-defined classes? Nothing but test class, A class, B class. There are 3 user-defined classes, right? Test class, A class, and what? B class. Okay, good. Observe one point here. We are talking about the C language means C language procedure oriented. We are using the predefined functions, right?
Yes.
What is the predefined function we are using?
Printf.
Printf, right? Lata, you tell me then, Java means what? We are using the predefined classes, predefined functions or predefined classes?
Predefined classes.
That clarity important. So C language means we are using the predefined functions, but when coming to the Java, we are using the predefined what? Classes.
Classes.
Clear, right? Yeah. Here, this example, we are using the 2 predefined classes, guys. This example, I'm using 2 predefined classes that is called system class and what? String class. The system class and what? String class, right?
Yeah.
What is a system class? What is this test class? What is the main method? Slowly you will get the clarity. Okay. Try to understand the process first, template first. Understand the template first. Okay. Guys, in above example, how many user-defined classes we have? 2 classes, right? Exactly. Guys, in above example, we are using 2 predefined classes. What are the predefined classes means? Which is like system class and system class and what? String class, right? Exactly. Yes, the statement is clear. Good. And the point is in C language, you're using the printf function, right? Printf function is belongs to cheddar file.
stdio. Input and output function.
It belongs to header file, right? Yeah. In the same way, here we are using the classes means those classes are present in some place, right? Just like functions are present in header file, right? Functions are present in header file means these classes, guys, system class and string class. These classes are present in packages. Guys, the predefined classes are present in the predefined classes. The predefined classes are present in what? Packages.
Packages.
Is that clear now? So C language functions, guys, functions are present in header files. Java language, everything is a classes. The predefined classes are present in what? Packages, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Guys, remember this point. Whenever we are using the predefined classes, those predefined classes are belongs to so and so packages. So for example, here I'm using system class and what? String class. System class, string class belongs to which package here? Java.lang package. Okay. Like that, not only 2 classes, multiple classes belongs to Java.lang package. If I use array list class and scanner class, array list class and scanner class, this class belongs to no Java.util package. Guys, this class belongs to what? Java.util package. You don't know what is the util package and all, but you are trying to understand. Okay, in Java, when I use the predefined classes, those predefined classes belongs to so and so packages. If I use the file class and input stream class, we need to understand these are belongs to which package, Java data IO package. So when we use the predefined classes, those predefined classes are present in the packages, right?
Hmm.
As the predefined class that belongs to our packages, then definitely we need to import the package or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we need
Yeah.
to input the package.
Yeah, import the classes. There are two ways to import the classes, guys. Okay, we need to import the classes. In this example, how many classes we need to import? We need to include how many classes?
To
Two
To
classes.
system and string.
String class, right? That's what we need to import. We need to import what? Java.lang
Java.lang
system
string.
class.
Yeah, system and
Java.lang package, no? System is a class belongs to which package? Java.lang package. I'm
yes.
importing that. Next one is what? Import Java.lang string class, right? String is a class belongs to which package? Java.lang package, right? Yeah. Like that, in tomorrow class, if I next class is if I use the scanner class, scanner is equal to what? New scanner. Then immediately I got the clarity. Okay, scanner class belongs to which package? Util package. Then I need to import what? Import Java data util data scanner
Util.
class. No, later classes I use file object. File f equal to what? New file. Then immediately I need to import. Import what? Import Java data. Give me here import Java data IO data file class, right? Like that, whenever we are using the predefined classes, we need to import the classes.
Package.
We need to import the classes generally. Import the classes means those classes are belongs to packages. Then automatically can give the package name.
Okay.
Because whenever we are using the predefined classes, whenever we are using the predefined classes, we need to import the classes, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Sir, you said this is public static void one is main method and again you're saying that it is class.
I'll tell you the syntax later, but you understood this is the main method, that's it. Okay, so you understood like later classes what is a public. Generally
Yeah,
public
I understood that as main method only, but you are mentioning that it is again class. User a predefined class. This everything is public static void. This line is you said that it is like main method.
Okay. It's a
And
main,
now you are saying that it is predefined class again.
which one?
This public stat, this line.
Yeah. This line is the main method syntax. That
Okay.
main method syntax expecting some string with argument, right? Generally,
Okay.
this is a basically string argument.
Okay.
This argument can take the command line inputs.
Okay.
Those command line inputs are stored in the string array.
Okay.
Those command line inputs are stored in the string array.
Okay.
Okay, but the string is what class? A predefined class.
Okay.
What is a command and arguments? How it will store? I'll tell you. But in this main method, this is argument. Main method argument. This argument expecting the string class. String argument. String argument can take the command line values. That I'll tell. That I'll write the code. You'll get the clarity when I take the command and arguments. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying that this is the main method, but this is argument. This is the input.
Thinking that the whole line is only main method. It is not included in class or anything.
See, even the main method, see, service is a method, right? Who is asking that question?
Lata.
Lata. Service is a method actually. Service expecting the object like servlet request object. Servlet request, servlet request, servlet response is there. It means service is a method. Method and these modifiers are completely different. Actually, this is also assumed like public static void service method is there. Service is a method, but method arguments can be anything.
Okay.
Method arguments can be classes.
Methods also includes classes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Methods also include like method arguments includes like classes also, not a problem. Yeah, application point of view, all about the classes only. So we understood that if you're using the scanner class means we need to import the scanner class. If you're using the file class means we need to import the file class, right? So whatever the classes we are using, predefined classes, we need to import it. Sir, if I use the 20 classes, 30 class, who will import the 20 classes, sir? Yes, Eclipse ID, we are not responsible to write this import statement. In Eclipse ID, code is automatically imported. That is good, right?
Yeah.
In Eclipse ID, when you write the code, assume like if you use the 50 classes in your application, because real-time coding, maybe you're writing 1,000 lines, 2,000 lines of code, right? Assume like you're using the 50 predefined classes. Then if you start writing 50 lines of import statements only take the 50 lines, right?
Yes.
Is not recommended. That's what Eclipse ID will automatically import the Eclipse ID will automatically import the classes. No worries. When you use the classes, Eclipse ID automatically import the classes. Okay. As you got the point, right?
Yes.
Eclipse ID automatically import the classes, right?
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's what, guys. Let me remove this file class, scanner class. This example I'm not using. I don't want this. Just you can ignore it. Okay. But you understood the context, right?
Yes.
Whenever we are using
Yeah.
the predefined classes, we need to include that classes. Yes, whenever we are using the predefined classes, we need to include that classes, right? Now that is a point, guys. Okay, good. Because like see, assume like java.lang package, I use it 30 classes because in real time while writing the code, I use 30 classes. But tell me, guys, writing 30 lines of import, 30 lines of import code is recommended or not recommended? There's 30 lines of import statements are recommended or not recommended? That is a question.
Recommend.
By seeing that import statements only, your code is very lengthy, right? Code is lengthy, right? Here
Yes.
import, like these 30 lines are there. It's not good, right? Yeah, that's what, guys. When we're using the more class about the particular package, when we're using more class about the particular package, we instead of importing like multiple things, then simply I can go for like import Java
Package.
data hashtag, right? Star symbol. Star represents all classes.
But it will slow down.
Sorry.
It will slow down the system.
Fine. Why slow down? Because star represents all classes. It pick up the what are the classes they need, right? Out of all.
Yeah.
Then memory point of was no issues, right? Because these days memories are very cheap, so we no need to focus on much about the memory, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's what guys frequently we use stars also, because instead of writing 30 lines of code, processing like 30 lines of code, just we are making like one line, right? Code coverage, guys. When the code coverage, code reviewer, if you see your code, if you have the 50 lines of import, then what you will understand? It's not good, right? The code reviewer, if you review your code, if you find the 50 lines of import, then what? Not good, right? That's what, guys, you need to maintain, like some cases we need to go for the stars also. It's not a problem. Okay, not a problem, right? Yes, guys. Finally, we understood that how many types of imports are there total? There are two types of import. There are two ways to import the classes, right? There are two ways to import the. Tell me, there are two ways to import the classes. What are the two ways? Tell me. Number one,
all classes java.lang.
importing specific classes first. Okay, specific classes. Specific classes means what? Import Java data, lang data, system class. Specific classes, right? Import
Yes.
Java dot lang dot a string class. But sir, I have 50 lines of importer. Remove the 50 lines of importer. Just you can make it like importing all classes. Importing all classes means what? Import import Java data. Import Java dot lang data. Star we can use, right? Simply hashtag symbol. That's all, guys. Guys, we are writing the first application. Still writing the code is not completed. Yes, we are writing the first application, right? Yeah. So how many steps total to design the first application? Write the code, save the code, compilation process, execution process. Today, just we are writing the code. Today you written the code, right? Whatever the code you written, maybe this code somewhere I used capital letters are there, somewhere I used small letters are there, right? Here S is a capital, here test is a T capital. Somewhere small letters, somewhere capital letters are there. Definitely Java is a case sensitive language. Java is a case sensitive language. Tomorrow I will tell you what are the conventions you need to follow while writing the code. Right? What are the conventions we need to follow while writing the code? By tomorrow, we will complete the first step. Guys, by tomorrow, we will complete the first step. Okay. Write the application. Today, we understood how to write the code. Tomorrow, you will understood what are the conventions to follow to write the code. Like what are the cap letters and what are the small letters, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Once if you understood the first step, next day we'll go for the three steps: compilation, execution, saving process. Remaining three steps, one day I will take. Total to complete this first application, total 3 classes. Okay. Yeah. Guess you got the point, right? Write the application, save the application, compilation process, and what? Compile application, execute the application.
Yes.
There's any questions about this? All the points, all are important, right?
Yes.
All the notes is documented, and this is there in the material also even. So just you can take the material and you can check the material. And today you try to complete initialization of Edit Plus. Okay. Yeah.
Just
What's your class notes link we are sharing?
CoreJava.
6, right?
Yes.
6 or 6 a.m. 6.
Six.
Yesterday class we discussed about this platform independent. Java is architectural neutral, portable, dynamic language, object oriented, right? And today is like day 3. Today we started practicals, guys, like nothing but coding part, right? Today we started
so
coding.
you missed about the multi-threading.
Hmm. Java is
didn't put it-
multi-threaded language. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
That was the one of the lecture I heard from your one
Okay.
of from the YouTube. So I don't have experience. I'm just going through what you are saying.
Okay, fine. Just to follow my classes, that's it. I will take care. Okay. No worries.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the points, right? All the points. But you guys who are new to Java, Lata and you try to every day try to read the notes before coming to
Yeah,
next classes.
sure.
Yes.
If
Sure.
if you're not reading the notes, day by day the points becomes very new to you. One fine day you decided Java is difficult.
It won't be.
No, generally the student level, they won't read the notes, right? They're busy with roaming. So they're not checking the notes day by day, the code and because I'm teaching
Piled
like
up.
I'm teaching like more subject, right? Because if you take other classes, they will 1 hour means they will teach only small things. So they will teach very small things. If you give this others, he will tell you only up to this. C is object process oriented, Java is object oriented, class based. Up to this only he will teach you one class.
Yeah.
But our classes we are discussing more about the content, right? More about the content means day by day if you read, you will get the more clarity.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, don't waste the time and just before come to the next classes, read the classes. Okay.
Sure.
Bye guys, tomorrow we'll meet. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Just try to complete the fee payment and then try to take the notes. Okay. Material
Okay.
and entry, that recorded sessions. Okay. Bye.